Is it hard to access affordable, healthy food? Then listen carefully. Daryl Addison, an African-American inventor, has patented a process for growing food on demand. He called it Torpedo Pot. Torpedo Pot is a fully automated flower pot that gives you control over your plant's environment. All you do is add soil, seeds, and plants to the flower pot and watch it grow. Yes, Torpedo Pot grows the rest. Visit www.torpedopot.com.
So some months ago, we made a report about Barbados, and our brothers and sisters in Barbados want to get rid of Queen Elizabeth II as their head of state and wanted to be their own republic finally. Now, after 400 years under the British monarchy, Barbados removed Queen Elizabeth II as the head of state of the island nation early Tuesday and replaced her with the country's first president, marking the country's transition to a republic. Barbados commemorated its split from Britain with a culture-filled historic ceremony that celebrated three of the country's newest female emblems: its first female prime minister, Mia Mottley, first president, Dame Sandra Mason, and superstar Rihanna. Now, children danced and played steel pans, a local artist performed native songs, and poets recited stanzas about the country's transatlantic slave past, its tribulations and evolution before its current transition to the Ninth Caribbean Republic. Now, Barbados became a British colony in May of 1625, and say when the first fleet of English ships docked on the most eastern Caribbean island. Before slavery was abolished on the island in 1834, slaves bore the economic burden of the country's thriving sugarcane industry. Barbados, which was once called Little England, gained its independence from Britain on November 30th, 1966, but the Queen was still the head of state. Now, locals still pledged allegiance to the royal sovereignty. Of course, you're going to have some shucking and jiving raccoons. As that Queen Elizabeth II's presence was made known throughout her representative, the Governor General, and her symbol and face were engraved on the Caribbean islands' currency. Just after midnight on the morning of Tuesday, November 30th, former Governor General Mason was sworn in as head of state and starting a new legacy for Barbados. Now, they were saying that we, the people, must give the Republic of Barbados its spirit and its substance, and that we must shape its future. We are each other's and our nation's keeper, so we are the people of Barbados. Now, the royal family was actually there. I don't know why, but they embraced the country's new status. Prince Charles, he spoke there as well. He said he's the heir to the throne and was present at the ceremony. He said that the countries will remain close allies and called the British dark slavery past an appalling atrocity that stains history. The Queen sent her regards from the palace. He ended up stating that as you celebrate this momentous day, I send you all, Barbadians, my warmest good wishes for happiness, peace, and prosperity in the future. As however, some Barbadians say that kind words and congratulations were not enough. They believe the British should pay reparations, and they should, to the majority black population for the hundreds of years of turmoil their ancestors endured for the sake of profit. Yes, the British Crown owe a lot of reparations. Matter of fact, the British Crown, and y'all can look this up, it's easily found on YouTube. They have a gold reserves. Their currency, the British pound, is backed up by gold. All the gold that they have, they stole the gold from Ghana. Because Ghana at one point in time was called the Gold Coast. They took all the gold they could out of Ghana and they have it locked up. This is why the pound, the British pound, is stronger than the dollar, because they're backed up by gold. The dollar isn't backed up by gold because I think, was it Nixon that took us off of the gold standard? But if they were really serious, they'll give Ghana their gold back because that's who it belongs to. Now, I say a group of activists had planned a slavery reparations protest against Prince Charles Tuesday, but they canceled it after the government rejected corresponding permits. Now, here we go. Some Mzungus on the island, who make up about 2.7% of the population, complained that they were excluded from the celebrations. It's an Ian Douglas Bourne, Ministry of Maritime Affairs and a Blue Economy media specialist, Said notable Mzungu people, their bands should have been recognized and asking for diversity's sake, or did we just bring Charlie here to slap his mommy and pretend Barbados only had one set of people? That's what he wrote on Facebook. Rihanna was recognized as a national hero on Tuesday. Said she's the second woman to receive that honor in Barbados. Okay, now, you couldn't just leave things alone, right? The Mzungus got to say something. Let me tell you something. Let those brothers and sisters celebrate. Well, why are you shouldn't even be mad about anything. I mean, look at the history. I mean, how you think you got there? You got there because your ancestors was enslavers. If you've been there all that time, that's exactly where you come from. You understand what I'm saying? That is a great thing that Barbados has separated itself from Britain. Now, we need all of the brothers and sisters to separate not only from Britain, but from France also. Both of them, okay? Because if they still have some sort of control over you, you still colonized, even in 2021. So let our brothers and sisters, in places like Martinique, Guadeloupe, and all the places like that, let them separate from France. And what y'all need to do in the Caribbean, all of you Caribbean nations, you need to all join together as one and work together to make the Caribbean powerful, okay? You don't have to be, let's say like your own Caribbean Union, right? Have a Caribbean Union building. Y'all trade with each other. Y'all work with each other and build up your economies together. That's what you need. You need a Caribbean Union. Because everybody's separated. I told y'all that separation hasn't worked for us. We've all been separated, and what has it gotten us? This is why the enemy can always pick you off, because you separated. But what if the one nation becomes many? Okay? Just like you have the ECOWAS, and you have, that's a great concept, but unfortunately they don't really practice ECOWAS things that they should, right? Because if you have a block of, West African nations are supposed to be working together, that should make West Africa powerful. Just like the AU is supposed to be all the countries together, making the continent powerful. And the reason why that don't happen, because people still want to do what they want to do. But when are we going to get to the time of unification and joining together? Why don't you try it? It just may work. But leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about Barbados. I'm happy that y'all have separated. That's a great thing. And may you have a prosperous future. Colonization never ended in the white supremacist system. And as we see today, the colonization is in the mind. Now, those who have been enslaved and those who have been colonized, we're still dealing with the remnants of that through the colonization of the mind. Pick up my book, 7 Steps to Decolonize the Mind, and we will help deprogram you from the colonization that was put upon you by generations and generations of white supremacy. You can pick it up today on Amazon.com.